Inventories off. Printing circuit 7. Wrong way. I need to make another large container. Tools. Not tools. Tools! Wrong button. Sure where I'm gonna put it though. Let's change your input circuit to 7. You input circuit. Go ahead and do you. Get you out. Probably limited on... No, maybe? I don't know. We'll let this roll. This is going to take a while. How is that going to take 6 hours? Good Lord. Ba-da-dee-dee-doo. Because that is maxed. What else is going in there? Max. Hey, Exbo, what's up? How you doing? How was your evening? Okay, this is pretty funny. How many meatballs can you eat at once? I can eat 8 with potatoes, but only 5 without. Potatoes provide lubrication. I don't think I've got anything to create right now. Let me go check my armor. My boots need to be replaced. Those are native steel suit. So I can make those. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I must have lost that bonus to production time. We had a 75% reduction on the craft time, but I guess that is over. These can be ground. Oh, hey Tango. I was just testing polls and stuff earlier today. I was working with Lumia Stream on fixing the stuff from last night. We finally figured out why the bot was duplicating chat and going nutso. No, well, yes and no. So what it was is because I'm sending 2 streams to YouTube. I'm sending the vertical and the horizontal, so there were 2 chats. So every time it saw something, it saw it twice, and it got stuck in a loop. He has turned it into his developers, and they're going to work on it. But until then, I can't use the auto translator. I have to use the chat thing and hit translate in the chat. So kind of the translator, but because I was doing 2 streams on YouTube. You know me, first one to find something and break it. Yeah, he said if I hadn't been doing the vertical and horizontal stream at the same time, probably would have worked fine. But it's okay. I've got my thing here set up to where I just got to go to the thing in Lumia and push a button and it'll translate it without having to get caught in that loop again. And then after I got off a Discord call with him, I was kind of working on some of the other features that Lumia has, seeing kind of what they look like. Yeah, that was him. Yeah. No, so he jumped on a call with me on Discord. I shared screen. We did a test stream and he jumped on that and we were able to duplicate it and then figure out what it was. So chat last night was chill with it. They thought it was funny. Yeah. And we also figured out, so you know how I like to have the TTS in my ears? It would only send to the stream, and I figured out what that was. Yeah, we weren't on very long. We were only on for about maybe 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Once he saw it duplicate, he knew exactly what it was. But he's going to turn it into the developers, and they're going to look into what to do to fix that. I guess I'm the first one to try it that dual streams the vertical and horizontal formats, but yeah, I'll have to tune into your stream when you get it ready so I can see them in action. Trying to decide what I'm going to do here. Yeah, so I got a poll to work earlier, but it doesn't. So I'm used to the fact that I can do a poll and then it just appears on the stream and then I can take it down in Botrix, and it works a little differently in this one. You have to actually add it to your overlay. So I've got one that I keep hidden, and I can do this and hit save, and then it'll show up on the stream, and then I should be able to click it and hit start poll. But I have to manually go do that inside the overlay. Used to be, I would be able to just turn a poll on and off and it would just appear on my overlay in my old stuff. So I got to figure out if there's a better way to do that or not. Well, yeah, but when you go to, like, if I go to Lumia, I didn't find a poll area. Here, I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if I'm on my old one, oh, then you can just change the layer visibility. Yeah, see, my old one, I could literally go to widgets, and then I could just go to polls, and then I would just create a poll. And then I could get it to show up, but And then I would just leave that as an overlay in there, and when you weren't in use, it would be blank, and when it was in use, it would show up. But in this one, I have to go create it inside of the layer or edit it. Like if I want the poll to say something else, I got to go inside and change it. So I can reset poll. Yeah, just, and like I said, not a big thing. It's just a little more steps to do, but it looks good. I like the. Where's my? Did I mess up my chat? Yeah, because I saved it. And see, that's the other thing. When you save the overlay, it deletes the stuff. So the chat's now gone until somebody says something again. So like I can put something in. Yeah, see? But the chat thing stays persistent. Until you say, like, so if I go edit that poll and I save it, then chat resets. But, you know, small things. So yeah, so I tried that. So I told the GPTs that I wanted I wanted an overlay to count the times somebody, like we had that counter of me hitting drum sand and stuff. So I named it Oops and had it add it, and it kept track of it, and it worked well. And I had it to where it would hide when it's not in use, and if somebody added to it, it would show back up. But then I noticed that for some reason the variable was at 14, even though I'd only used it 4 times, and it was doing weird things. So it was like it made the variable encounter inside the code for the overlay, but not an actual counter that you can do in the counter section in Lumia. So it was a little weird. But it looked nice. Probably. Probably. Yeah, I don't want to do that one. It takes too long. So yeah, so I would rather have the counter as a variable in the proper counter spot and then call that for the overlay, but not have it built into the overlay. I'm going to work on it when I got some more time. I also had I got it turned off right now, but I tried the voice recognition thing. So like if I said a certain thing like drum sand, oops, would come up on the screen and go away. But I kind of got that turned off for now. I got a couple of the HFX stuff going with channel points. I need to go lower the channel points. I think I left them at default, but yeah, I tried that as well. And I did find out, he confirmed today that if you use the translator in the chat, like you hit the button to translate it, that uses Google Translate and not the API key stuff for GPT. Yeah. Dude has it. But dude, God, it was so funny last night. Even chat was cracking up at what it was doing. And it was doing all the TTS onto the stream audio. So it was great.
Greetings, authorized visitor.
Reveal yourself. Where's my backup?
There you are. Why, I missed. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, I did. Oh. I am gonna die. Yep. Shit. Shit. There we go. Of course. Stupid electricity. It happens. I'm used to it by now. My reflexes aren't what they used to be.
Greetings,
At least I didn't die
authorized
because I hit the Windows key. I'm not really doing anything too complicated tonight. The electricity thing, that's just me oofing. Hey, John. I'm on the Lancerad thing. I've got to get the parts. And there is stuff. And damn it, I want to do it. I ain't gonna let electricity beat me. Of course, the fun part is all my stuff. Is it just gonna stay electrified? That don't seem right. I don't think that's going to be gettable. I'm contemplating my options. I don't have any options. Okay, that's fine. I was here for the Lancerad anyway. Whoops, wrong button.
Stay away. Let's bring down that shield. Commence overcurrent influx.
Whoops.
Power on. Lightning strike.
Hey, iStream, what's up? Game's good, man. Game's good. No complaints. Craft the experimental static wind turbine. There we go. Well, let me craft it a minute ago. And we're out.
Greetings, authorized visitor.
This way. Go faster. So you stream games and you talk crypto, huh? Yeah, which ones do you play? Hang on, I do want to try something real quick. There is a shout out command. Lumia. Oh yeah, Jedi Survivor is a good game. I got a little tired of parkour Star Wars games though, but it's a good game. So I hit the shout out button for Tango. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. That's fine. You know what? I've never played the Spider-Man games. I mean, I know of them, of course, but I've also never had a PlayStation as a gaming console, so messed that up.
Someone's here.
So yeah, they put them out on PC now, haven't they? It's not just a PlayStation exclusive anymore.
Shield engaged. Who's there?
None of your business.
You've got incoming.
I do not know. That has been something I've never really... I traded crypto and owned it for a while and then realized how much of a scam it was and decided that was not for me. Alright, acquire the first generator component. Most of the time. Crypto's mostly full of pump and dump.
I see someone.
It was worse than playing the stock market, but that being said, I don't knock people for doing it. That's their thing. I just decided that it was not for me.
Kill them all.
Someone. Who goes there? You have a visitor.
Eyes on track.
Yeah, but that is not most people's experience. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. If I remember correctly, it's this way.
Reveal yourself.
I don't wanna. You go reveal yourself. And exit area.
Reveal yourself. Hit the alarm. I require assistance.
Pretty much all the time. That is the nature of crypto. Yeah, I guess it's the meme coins that bother me the most. Yeah, I bought, I had Bitcoin, Ethereum, I mined Ethereum. I traded, bought low, sold high in exchanges, all that kind of stuff back in the day. The only people that really made money on it were the ones that bought it extremely cheap. Yeah. Used, you probably know the service 3 commas. Used that. Had bots running and stuff. What I wish is when I was younger and in college and Bitcoin first came out, I said that's the stupidest thing ever when you could have bought them at like a cent a coin. And man. No, yeah, that's what I invest in. Index funds, dude. Yeah. You pretty much are guaranteed at least a 6% return per year, which isn't much, but over the years. You know what hindsight is, right? All the things I wish I did back when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I wish I would have invested in index funds and been doing that the entire time. I'd be in probably a very different position right now had I done that. But, you know, I was a kid. I was dumb. I didn't know shit. So... yeah, I remember when you had like 1,000 Bitcoins to buy a pizza. Yeah, that's true, Stream. That's true. Yeah, and see, I won't invest in an Elon Musk company, so... but you know what? I don't invest in any single company, right? I like the index funds, but I don't like invest in Apple or Nvidia or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just not that kind, I guess. Let me add to this yet. Well, not. All right, we're going to have to let that finish. And that is not finishing tonight. Hey, I hit my next one. When recycling, you may obtain additional rare items. Increases the speed of all crafting and refining. I kind of want that one. A chance to get extra resources from refining orders in the chemical refineries. Yeah, I'm kind of wanting the crafting one right now and kind of leveling it up. Let me go grab a couple of spicy spices. Meme coins, period, are a pump and dump scheme. I've never seen one that wasn't. I got a free stock when I opened up my Robinhood account. Does that count? As buying stock in a company? I think I might go spice mining, but I'm gonna need some batteries. Let's make sure our fuel input 4. Put 4, okay. How many can I make? I can only make 2. I'm gonna have to get my buggy out and put it together and go mine some go find some batteries. I don't think batteries shows up on the deep desert one. Resources. Nope. Batteries aren't on here. I didn't think they were. All right, well, I'm going to need some more batteries, a lot of them, so I'm going to have to go put to... Yeah, but is it worth taking my carrier and my buggy out to row A for that? I've got quite a few around me here, so I think that would probably be fine. Oh, yeah, I got stuff I got to get rid of. Forgot. Ooh, food's a good one. I love food, as you can probably tell. All right, so I need to get rid of the blood bag, since I don't really do that anymore. All right, what else do I got? I mean, I think at this point, I'm fixing to go out to the desert. We'll go ahead and... There. Ammo is gone. And eventually I will be on the sand, so I'm going to go ahead and just wear my soft step boots. Oh, gloves. Eh. Okay. And then weapons. And tools. Oh, forgot a weapon. Need that. So we'll get my buggy. Alright. There's usually a couple of batteries as I go around my circuit here. I had it disassembled in my crate because I was mining titanium in the deep. Huh, no battery. No battery. Ah, okay. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm not sure why. Hang on a second. Why it didn't come through on Lumia. Alerts. YouTube. Subscriber. What? I think that's a bot. How much do we want to bet? No, the subscribe works. So no, he's not a bot. So I'm an amazing big black guy with a tattoo. You're just a smidge off there. I do have a tattoo. Oh, I was talking about D-Crew's message earlier when he popped in stream. It was really funny. Well, welcome to the stream, D-Crew. Nah, it's okay. I'm slowly but surely building up my channel and community. And honestly, I'm having a great time. Dang, stupid. Pull back a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm having a great time with it. So, now, no, I'm not pulling in thousands of people or anything like that, but that's okay. That's fine. Probably wouldn't even know what to do with that if it happened. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I was not here. Whee! It is usually not this battery dry. Maybe I should have went to the deep desert. Well, I can't do that and make John right. That just can't do that. Let's see. Hey, stop shooting. Hey, Nyla, what's up? Ah, there's a battery. Yes, I've had a good day. Have you had a good day today? Good. I am glad to hear it. I mean, technically the week's what, half over? It's Wednesday? Hey, 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 stop shooting at me. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, you're over in India, so it's pretty late for you there. Nyla, I could have sworn you were one of the ones that was in India. I'm sorry. I got that confused. My bad. Must have been somebody else I was talking to that had an N. There was 2 batteries in a row. That helps. Ah, yes, I'm in USA. I'm actually in Arkansas. I'm in the South and it is freaking hot.
I see they're here. Enemy sighted.
You didn't sight the enemy. You see nothing. This is not the bad guy you're looking for. Thank you. I got new glasses. So let me tell you guys about my glasses drama. Oh my God. All right. So me being an IT guy, tech guy, right? I wanted smart glasses, right? And I had tried the Meta Ray-Bans when they first came out a while back and did not like them. 1, the AI was shit. All right. 2, they hurt my head. They didn't fit right. And you can't adjust them, right? You can't melt them to adjust them like you can regular glasses, right? So I got rid of them, scratched it, said, I'm not going to do it no more. And then I was at Walmart. I needed new glasses, right? And they had some glasses called iFly, all right? Like EYEFLY, iFly, right? No camera. All they were was Bluetooth and speakers that shot down into your ears. And there was a button on both sides in order for you to stop and start music. Or if you held it, it would activate whatever AI you wanted on your phone. So I'm like, great, 90 bucks too, right? Not bad. So I buy them, love them, right? Now, no, the audio is not the greatest in the world, right? It's fine, right, for what it is. But in what I do, my phone is going off constantly all day long. And it was just so nice to have that right in my ears, right? And then they started to hurt. And they actually rubbed a hole in the side of my head. And I took them back. And they were the same thing. Sorry, we can't adjust them. Because there was electronics all the way through the stem. So I'm like, okay, take them back. Walmart had to take them back. I got 30 days. So they took them back, and then I got another regular pair of glasses. So my last hope is Apple. Apple is probably not putting out a pair until 2027. And if anybody will do it right and make it to where you can adjust the damn glasses, I'm hoping it's Apple. But that was my glasses drama. I am always busy. My day is packed full. And so yeah, I do IT for a living, right? I'm a director of technology. So my day is chock. I do not have boring days. There's always something to do. And then Binary Atlas is the stuff I run on the side, right? I do the streaming, I do the gaming, I do the printing, the painting. Thinking about doing IT stuff with Binary Atlas. I just haven't decided if I really want to do that or not. Batteries. All right, Nyla, see ya. Have a good evening. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. I think that is probably enough batteries. Now I got to remember how to get back. I'll grab it since it's on the way. Ah. Yes. Kind of this way, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit it fast. There we go. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, my base is over there. All right. And off we go. It's fine. That'll buff out. There's our home away from home. Well, okay, technically the home of the home. Look at that parking job. Perfect. I should probably check my base power. How we doing? I have base, yeah, 27 days. They did a thing where they extended our power to last the summer, I guess, as a gift or something, but let's make some big batteries for our big carrier. I don't need to make 107. I could probably cut that down. Let's do 20. Can't leave those batteries down there though. I'll let that run, and then we're gonna have to move the rest of these batteries somewhere else, because this is where we're gonna unload the spice when we get done. I want to put it back in the buggy. Is there iron in there? Don't tell Shane. I'll make a box later just for batteries. Before I put this up, I'm going to double check to make sure our carrier and our sand crawler has been repaired. I do not want to get into a bad situation again. We'll check our carrier first. Yeah, we did. We repaired it. Those wouldn't be like that. Which means I probably, damn it, don't have my belt on. I probably repaired the sand crawler, but just in case, I'm gonna go check it. Since I have it. I did not. I thought I was missing something. I am glad I remembered. You would think that the vacuum that gets used the most would be you'd have to repair all the time, but it's never really in need of repair. That's good. That's good. Okay. I was going to take them all. I probably don't need that many, but you cannot be too careful with the way this thing sucks fuel. And then we'll resume on you, and you'll make 9 more. All right, let's double check inventory. We got water. Check. Still suit on. Check. Sandcrawler is repaired. Check. Carrier is repaired. Check. Got it. And off we go. Once we get to the overland map, I will bring up the deep desert map off gaming tools, and we will see where the big spice mines are, and then figure out our loop we'll do. If I can find one of the large spice mines, then I can pretty much fill this thing up on just that one area. Otherwise, we'll have to just roam around until we find it. We got plenty of battery to do so. So let's bring up the map and let's do large spice fields. Oh wow, right in a row. So we're gonna go to F1 and then fly. Yeah, that's a great run. I like that. All right. Deep desert, here I come, right back where I started from. Do 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 do. Start over here. All right. Wrong button. I need to make a tracker. Yes. Because I ran out of money. So when I bought the computer and built the gaming rig setup, I didn't have money to buy a gaming monitor. And this monitor here is a cheap that I run all the software on is a cheap $80 monitor from Walmart. But this one was a TV that's 120 hertz, and I know that I shouldn't be this close to it. That I should be more back here playing, but it's kind of the best I got. Like an F1, and then I think we're going that way. And this will take a bit because the deep desert is huge. We will stop at any spice we see along the way. Yeah, I need to think about something different than the TV, but the only other thing I could think I could do is move the desk back. I could pull the desk back some and then put like something smaller there so I could push the TV back and have it further away from the desk. Play on a 48-inch, yeah. This is an LG. I don't know. I don't think it's OLED though. Ooh. Fuel. Fuel. This is why I brought all the batteries. Yeah, that's why I brought all those batteries. I knew I'd need them. Now, I guess one thing I could do is I could mount the TV to the wall. Because the wall is like right over there. Well, here, actually, I forgot I have the new camera. Yeah, we got 7,000 kilometers, so let's do... With the new camera, I can do this, and then I can go, oh, look over here. So yeah, so I got the TV. And so see, I have the wall is not much further. I also stream on Twitch. So I'm going to do this. You're supposed to track me. Oh. AI tracking. There we go. Let it track me. And then I can supposedly... Alright, I'll turn it off manually. The weird thing is my... Why is that messed up on my stream? I tried to kick way back. Oh, that's my computer. I thought it was part of the desert. I tried to kick for a little while. I was not too impressed with it. I had more spam in my chat than I did anything. So right now I am using a service called Restream. I don't know if you know that one. I do not have enough upload on my current internet connection to do more than one stream. So I upload to Restream and it breaks it apart and it sends it to Twitch and YouTube. You think so? Because I was trying not to show too much of the TV because I'm playing what's on the TV. So I thought that would be kind of weird. So this is the new Insta360 II Pro. And I love it. It is an incredible camera. I had a DSLR. Oh, there's the field right there. Yeah, no, I had a Lumix. So I had one of these, which is a really good camera. But I wanted something PTZ. Let me get to this spice field, and then and then I'll show you why I wanted the PTZ. I don't think there's any spice in this one. Yeah, no spice in this one. So I think from here we go east. I'll get that started. So then let me show you here real quick. So if I go yonk, and then let's do my camera control. So this is my paint desk where I do all my painting of the statues and stuff. And then this is my resin printing area. And I kind of wanted this so that I could do this exact thing and then go back to my original when, well, sort of my original. There we go. All right. You're supposed to turn off AI tracking. It's not turning off AI tracking. But anyway, I'll turn off AI tracking. That's going to be the goal, so that on some nights when I'm wanting to just work on my painting, I can still do that and be on stream. Or if I need to get up and walk around my office, it'll follow me and I can do that. I've looked at this kind of stuff before. The quality just wasn't there. This is supposed to be at 1080p 60. Although I think the camera is at 30 for some reason. I got to fix that before the next stream. But it can do up to 4K. Look around real quick. Ah, there's some spice. We'll grab it real quick. And you know what? On the vertical stream, my chat is way too big. That is going to get... It's going to get shrunk. All right. I can't. I don't have enough bandwidth. So unfortunately, I'm on Verizon tower, like wireless internet for the whole house, because we don't have another provider available. No fiber, no cable. So my upload's only like, on a good night, like 25. I've been trying to push the local company to put fiber up to my hill, but that has not worked out yet. I don't know how you're doing that on 22 up then, man. I don't trust that kind of bit rate at 25. Head out, but let's check. Let's see actually where the next spice field. F4. Where are we at? E3. So we're like almost there. Yeah, I think on a good night, my down is like 200 and my up is like 20 to 25. But it's also a Verizon tower, so how stable that is. I want to say that I tried. I can't go above 5 or 6,000. If I go anywhere above 6,000, my stream isn't stable. All right, so that spice field is also empty. Yeah, mine F8 is where we gotta go. No, mine. I've done testing with it. I can't go above. I think when I hit above 6,500, it started getting really bad. So it's not just about the upload, the stability, lag, all that kind of stuff. And on Verizon Wireless, it is what it is. And there's not really a lot I want to be able to do about it, so. Man, I wish I had fiber. A gig up and down, man. How awesome would that be? Oh, there's a spice blow back there. And this is what's really funny. There is fiber internet 250 feet from my house. Yeah, I go that way 250 feet to the subdivision that's down below me down the hill, and they have fiber, but they won't run it up here. Well, no, I'll change that. They said they would run it up here if I paid them $5 grand. And I've bought lottery tickets, but have not won yet, so that's not in the cards right now. So here's the thing. If I had the bandwidth, would I stream in 4K or 2K? I don't know. I do know that 1080p 60 is a very good, solid stream to have for everybody to be able to view it, and they don't have to transcode. Because I am not a partner at Twitch, I'm an affiliate, so they are not going to transcode it for me. And I think on most modern formats that you watch a stream on, that people watch it on their phones or tablets, 1080p 60 should be fine. I've watched my streams after, the VODs. They're clear. So I don't know that even if I had the bandwidth, I would do it. Not unless I knew that I could make sure they're transcoded so that those who did not have the bandwidth would still be able to watch it. I think the next big spice field's right up there. I think I see purple. I do, and it looks like someone's already been there. Yeah, and I think that's a good compromise too, because that's not all the way up to 4K. Yeah, that's been mined. I could still get some out of it though. Alright, let's get to mining. I'm stuck. There we go. Well, thank you. Yeah, I kind of had a break where I stopped streaming for a while and then I came back. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got burnt out. And honestly, one of the things that burnt me out was Fortnite, and I'm so glad I stopped playing that game. At this point, I just got to watch my worm threat, and then we'll be able to suck up the spice. You know what? I did too, except it just got really, really toxic. And I know it's probably because I got older and I wasn't as fast on my reflexes. But I got to where I didn't win as often. And it got to where it was just, not only was I was losing horribly. And then if I was really kind of watching the gameplay and stuff, the stuff they were doing was a little suspect. So, yeah, same for me. I found this game, Dune, absolutely love playing it. Because it's chill, right? I'm just crafting, I'm gathering resources, and I don't have to really put a lot of mental effort into it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm leaving. With most of us here, we're going to call the worm. Especially with his buddy helping him. Yeah, look at that. We're at... And this has a small storyline to it. I've already played through the story part of it. I'm gonna leave these guys to it, and I'm gonna go check out other areas. I know there's one more spice field, but I doubt it has spice in it. It was at... Ooh, way up there. That's I-7 in the corner. Yeah, what are you thinking about streaming? Yeah, nice catching up with you too, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, that's a good one. Go be a parkour Jedi. I had an Xbox Series X, but I got rid of it. I stopped console gaming. I will, definitely. And that spice feels zippy. No, I like computer gaming better. All right, I think at this point, ooh, why did you come out of the ground? Who pissed you off? He might be going after the ship. No? Yeah, he's going after the ship. They don't like the crash ships. Crash ships don't last too long. I'm really surprised I'm not seeing more spice field, or at least the medium and smalls, but like nada. I've got plenty of battery, but there's one. Pretty far out, but I left that last spice field because those two dudes were helping each other out mining. I didn't want to interfere with that and just have double worm threat. There would be a chance that it would set off and I wouldn't be able to get back to my ship in time, that I'd lose everything. Definitely not worth it. Here's the small one. I'm gonna go ahead and go grab it. You know what? No, I'm not gonna go grab it, because if I do, I might lose track of this one. And it might be bigger. I do not want to get off. Off track. Really wish the weather would, the heat wave would give us a break. In the 90s tomorrow. The kitchen thing would be kind of cool. I don't do that much. This is like a little side quest for me. So I stream for about 2 hours. Yeah, I figured that, dude. No big deal. No big deal. See, this is why I didn't stop, because the plume has stopped, and the only way to find it is to stay on the same track and hope I see the purple. Well, I will see the purple. In fact, I need to stop looking around. That's also going to get me off. I mean, I should probably be doing more. I should be doing the shorts more. I should be doing the social media stuff. I should be doing lots of things, but I only do this for about 2 hours, 3 times a week, and I do some on the weekends too. But I work all day long, and then I sometimes have projects, like clients will hire me to do statues and stuff like that. So that's why I don't stream tons and tons. This is a pretty good size one. Pay the bills, that's right. And I do enjoy what I do. I do enjoy IT, so. It is. It's different every day. There's always new problems to solve, new technologies to implement. This is probably one of my favorite things in this game. It reminds me of Farming Simulator. Yeah, and I don't exclusively stream Dune per se. It's just the game I'm on right now. I've been thinking about trying Conan Exiles. It's another game made by the same company. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll have my average is about that. Overall, I have about 100 to 200 people that will stop by. Not everybody talks. But I'm on Twitch too. I'm going to look forward to when I'm able to stream vertical on Twitch as well. All right, let's reset worm threat. Don't want Shia LaBeouf coming out of the ground and eating my ass. At least it didn't bounce too far away. I think the spice is getting thick enough where I need 2 swipes, so... It'll be close. I might be able to finish this up. I'll need probably about 2 more of these, though, to fill up my spice harvester here. Thought I heard a rumble. I might be able to get this. I'm only at 70% worm threat. So let's get this last swipe and then we'll go find some more. Considering the time I have allotted for tonight, I think we will start our southern exit. And then if we run across any spice along the way, we'll stop and get it. I wish you could use the harvester on flour sand, like what you see down there in the white. But you got to use a compactor for that. Handheld. Oh look, there's one right there. Right on the path back. That'll be as close as that is to the front of the desert. That's gonna be a small one. But we'll go ahead and get it. I could have filled up on that big one had those two guys not showed up. Graphics glitch. Probably going after another ship. They really don't like those down ships. You can get resources from them. I don't usually stop to do that. One, you got to have a cut array. Oops, I forgot I had the thruster on. I try to bring nothing with me unless I need it when I come to the deep desert. Go ahead and get rid of my marker. I hate it when it bounces on me like that. I'm not sure if this will fill me up or not. I don't think it will, but it'll be close. Going slow so I don't have to do a reverse on this because I'm close. Needing to reset worm thread, and I'll be right next to my carrier. Yeah, I kind of figured it would be close.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
All right, that is a definite get out of here. Shane, what's up? How are you, my man? I am doing awesome. Had a good stream tonight. Guess I could technically go either direction. I don't have an issue soloing. I was on a big, like the large spice field, and then somebody showed up with a duo showed up, one driving the sandcrawler, one in the carrier, and they caused the worm threat to go too high, so I veered off and decided to do some small ones on the way back. So I didn't fill up, but I got close. I mean, in their defense, they were probably mining it. When I got there, it looked like it had been about maybe half mined out and nobody was there, so I guess they might have been the ones that done it. So I chose just to not really fight it, and I just left and went on to do the medium spice field stuff. But ooh, I want to try something. Now that you're on, Shane, I want to do. Man, it didn't show up. I got a little bit. I'm gonna try to fix it real quick. No, it should be there.
You're breathtaking.
There we go. I've been trying to spice the stream up a little bit. So I've got that one, and I've got this one.
Emotional damage!
That's what she said.
I need to lower the points. I think they're at 500 because that's what the default was. I want to make them really low so people can use them all the time. No, right? Classics. And my bot is no longer hallucinating and talking to itself And having this giant text chain in the chat, that got fixed. So but yeah, I'm digging the Lumia. It's I think it's added a lot to the stream. That and the new camera. Because now I can, it's PTZ, so I can zoom it around the studio and show everybody all the different stuff. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm starting to dig it a little bit. See, I got the PTZ, it's mounted like right above the computer. And for a webcam, I was surprised. It's the Insta360 Pro that just come out. I got a really good deal on it, and watched a review from Jay's 2 Cents, who really talked it up. So I decided to give it a try, and I like it. I actually like it better than my DSLR. Because this guy right here this was hard to move around. I had it set up, but it wasn't easily moving to where I could shoot my paint desk or shoot my resin printer area. I think I still need to adjust the lighting just a bit. Right now I have no lighting on me, except for my overhead light. I turned off my light behind the camera and my light up in this corner. So I've got a little bit of that to do. I've never been the best at color grading and stuff. Nope, the lights are not smart lights. They are like a CFL bulb and an LED unsmart bulb. And I almost got full. I was close. Where am I outputting? I'm outputting to 4. That does not need to go to 4. Output to you. You're set. So yeah, oop. So yeah, this one, so it's supposed to be, if I put up my hand, it's supposed to turn on auto tracking, but that for some reason is not working right now. You know, I could get up and walk around the studio now, and then the camera would follow me. And then I've got some presets. So if I take off auto, so if I say I want to show the paint desk off, I can do that. Or if I want to show my resin printer, I can go over there. Yes, I will do that eventually. The hard part about that though is that I really have to concentrate while I'm painting, and it is really, really hard to make sure I engage with chat and do the detail work I've got to do, right? I have to pay attention. Sometimes I get so detailed I have to use the magnifying glass. Emote only chat. I've never tried that. I could. Yeah, I would have to do something like that because I would feel really bad if I missed people's chats. And, you know, it's one thing, I try to do this, right, with this, but do painting would be a whole different thing, so I'm not sure. And I wouldn't have to do it for the detail process. I might could stream while I'm doing my airbrushing and stuff over in the booth, and then and priming and stuff like that, and maybe not do the details on stream. But yeah. And apparently my camera, yeah, I've got some more settings to mess with too on the camera. I can do a broca behind me and stuff like that, but I have to use the virtual cam, and it's capped at 1080-30, and I wanted it at 1080-60. And right now, for some reason, it's at 1080-30 when it should be on 60. Maybe if I turn off virtual camera. The virtual camera is not supposed to be on right now. So I've got some learning curve with this camera to do, but... And then I don't have remote, like, wireless headphones. So if I'm over that way, I wouldn't even be able to have the headphones on, so... I don't know. That's a good question. Let me see if there's any kind of connection. Add new connection, search for Insta. I don't see anything. It's Insta 360, and I don't see anything in the connection area. It has an app that I control it from, so... Yeah, Insta 360. On the connection screen, I went add new connection, and I don't see... I put 360, nothing shows up. I put Insta, and nothing shows up. Unless maybe it's a plugin. Nope, nothing under plugins either. Tangle's like, oh, I got this. And I'm going to rethink the TTS in my ear too. I think I might take that down to just a notification sound instead of constantly reading the chat. because I can always look over and read the chat. Sometimes having the words play in my ears makes it to where I can't talk because it breaks up my speech pattern when I'm trying to talk. Oh, and look at there. I see a plug-in made by Tango. It's so cool that you can do that and got that up there. I'm also considering adding Facebook because I have a Binary Atlas Facebook page that I haven't streamed on in a very long time. But apparently it's a little harder because you can't just start the stream. You have to go create the stream on Facebook every time, then start it. And I'm out of connections on Restream, so I'd have to up my subscription on Restream, which I don't really want to do right now. What's with all the stuff on the... That's like old stuff. Sent stars? Nobody sent stars. What? Hang on, that must be one of the relay. I think I'll take that off. Save. See if this still works.
You're
All right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight, though. It's getting late for me, and I'm getting tired. Let me see if I can get this to... There it goes. All right, good night, guys. This is Binary Atlas. Jonathan from the Binary Atlas channel. I appreciate everyone that came out tonight. Shane, Tango. I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of your week.